Good morning. This is Richard, and this is a message for the Nederlandse Voorschotbank, which is a part of the Credit Agricole Group, a very large worldwide banking group. You've been communicating to me about my loan and that I'm behind. I'm well aware of that, and I want to share a bit about my life to give you some more context about why I'm behind. In the year 1999, I turned 30, and I started thinking about the world. When I looked around me, read the news, read the newspapers, saw the news, I felt like, is this it? Is this the best we can do? Is this the best world we can create? I felt very dissatisfied with that. I started thinking, what can I do about this? Of course, immediately the conditioned mind comes up with, who are you? You're not Gandhi, you're not Nelson Mandela. So that took some time before I would take my thoughts seriously. But in the year 2000, a small voice grew bigger. This small voice said, but what if your life could make a difference for the quality of life of millions of children in our world? So by the end of 2000, this voice has gotten too big, and I decided, okay, I should do something with this. Now is the time. So I stopped my IT company, I sold my house in Holland, sold most of my stuff, and I bought a one world a ticket around the world. I started traveling, US, New Zealand, Australia, came to India, and here I could see with my own eyes, when I went into the slums, what quality of life, we create for billions of people in our world. This really strengthened my commitment. I started a project named Global Opportunities. The end goal of this project is to create a world which works for everyone. The project has 5 elements. Element 1 is organizing interactive worldwide events where in guided conversation people will get an experience of we're brothers, we're sisters. These conversations will connect people's hearts and will give them unprecedented experiences of love and joy. Now we all know when we feel loving and joyful, everything changes. The whole day is different, we make different decisions. So imagine millions and millions of people every day in these interactive events feeling loving and joyful and bringing that to their lives and to their communities. That's element 1. Element 2 is the launch of a worldwide new education system, if you can call it that way. We call it community awareness centers, and it's a place where children can discover how precious they are, and the task of our adults is actually mostly to stay away with all our bad convictions, beliefs and fears. Element 3 is the funding system. Element 4 is an interactive book which I just published. And element 5 is an interactive movie which will show people what kind of world we can have simply by changing our mindset. So ever since the year 2000, I've been working on this. We've been doing pilot projects. We've been running a community awareness center for 2 years, which was very successful. We had many interactive events all around the world, which showed that it works, that people feel connected and get very empowered and create different lives. Our funding system, Element 3, is running. As I just said, the book is published. We're now looking at an international publisher so we can get more exposure worldwide. The movie is going to still take a little bit of time. In this process, money has been playing an interesting role. The whole world is set up in a system of debt, and this system is flawed. There are actually many flawed systems in the world. I will put some links under this YouTube video so you can take a look. What is really happening in the world, and it might be a little bit different than you think it is. And it is very much time for all of us to wake up and start creating a different world, because it's very possible. Not only it's possible, it's happening. There are millions of people and organizations who are not waiting anymore for their governments to save them, because they have realized that those systems are flawed. We should not put our energy there. We should start collaborating, everyday people worldwide, and create a different world. A world where people can live free of debt. A world where everybody can thrive. It is very possible. I'm right now working on a second book, which shows step by step how this world can be built and how it would look, and how we could have 7 billion people living wonderful lives. Okay, back to the loan I'm having at the Nederlandse Voorschotbank, which is part of this super big banking group, Credit Agricole. I think all of us are being seduced by getting all these wonderful goodies in the material world, houses and cars and holidays. We take up these loans and we pay and pay and pay. It's a system which does not work. I have been loaning and taking a lot of money because I believe in the work that we do. It has not been easy. Actually, I'm right now, I apologize for not feeling well. I'm coming out of a burnout. Because a lot of money, a lot of debt, a lot of stress, it is difficult. And it actually keeps most people living small lives. We're too afraid, to get out of the mainstream. But it doesn't get us anywhere. So I have a couple of points, a couple of requests. First of all, if you're watching this video, I want you to look at the work you do. I want you to watch this video from Thrive Movement. And after that, I want you to ask yourself whether you're working in a system you want to support. If the answer is no, then I recommend you to change your job and start working anywhere, where it's constructive, where we're building a wonderful world instead of sustaining a world we actually don't like. That's one. And I request you to do all of this without judgment, without violence, just simply listening to your heart. Second message for the Nederlandse Voorschotbank. Ever since 2008 I've been paying interest. I request you to change this loan. I have a couple of options. One is, why don't we remove the interest and when the time is right and our money is flowing in and the time will come, I can simply pay it off. Second option is, why don't we remove the interest and increase the loan till 100,000 instead of 35,000? That gives us some more space to play with. I want to ask you, who do you want to be? You want to support the old system of threats and legal steps? Or are we going to work together and create a whole new world where there's a new way we use money? The third possibility is to just close this loan. That's the third possibility. Fourth possibility is that this bank is becoming a partner in creating our project Global Opportunities. This could happen by, for example, investing 1 million euros. So we get a lot of capital to expand our work. We are doing really good work. I will also, in this YouTube video, will put 2 more links. One is a short life story, 9 pages, which gives you an idea of who I am and what I do, what we do. Second one is the first book I just published. Take a look and see if you support the work we do. Let's work together. Let's change the view people have of these very big banking organizations into a very positive one. Fifth possibility is become the main sponsor of our project. We've created a 10-year proposal, a 10-year budget. We've created a 3-year budget for 3 years with $86 million. We can launch our program worldwide. With $1.3 billion, we can launch our program in the next decade. For people watching this video, if you think it's a lot, that's what I thought in the beginning, but it's very little. In the year 2012, about $1,500 billion was spent on military alone. That's for just 1 year. This budget of $1.3 billion is for 10 years. And the result is that in about 4 generations of time, we will have a world which works for everyone. It is a very small price. This is my message. Thank you so much for listening. I hope it brought value to you. I wish you a wonderful day, and I look forward to work together. You can reach me on richard@gofoundation.info. All the best. Thank you. Bye bye.